In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 8, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Brooklyn Nets versus Miami Heat. A pair of teams from the Eastern Conference take the floor in search of a victory in South Beach. The Brooklyn Nets are on the road as they make the trip to face the Miami Heat Sunday evening. Brooklyn comes in off a 108-102 road victory over the Pelicans Friday night, covering the line as a 4.5-point favorite in their previous game. Miami knocked off Phoenix 104-96 on the road Friday night, covering the line as a 1-point favorite in that game. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Heat own a 78-55 advantage and took 3 of the 4 meetings last season. With that said, Brooklyn prevailed 110-95 on the road in the most recent matchup on March 26, 2022. Looking at the betting trends, the Nets are 3-10 against the spread in their last 13 Sunday games, 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record, and 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 games overall. The Heat are 5-16-1 against the spread in their last 22 home games, 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team above .600, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings overall, and the Nets are 6-2-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings in Miami. The Nets have been the hottest team in the league for a while now, and they don't have a single player listed on the injury report, while the Heat are sweating on the availability of Tyler Herro, Bam Adebayo, and Caleb Martin, who are all questionable. Brooklyn has been largely unstoppable lately. Durant and Irving are arguably the best duo in the league at present. The Nets have figured out their roles. Each player excels in their spot. Brooklyn will look to control the paint on the defensive end and simply overpower the somewhat short-handed Heat. Miami will have other things than business on the mind after being away for a 5-game, 8-day road trip. So the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Heat have one of the slowest tempos in the NBA, and they will look to instill that slow-down, half-court-led offense here. Miami applies great pressure defensively and will look to frustrate the perimeter players on the Nets. Neither of these offenses are great at coming down with second-chance opportunities, and both of these defenses have shown they can keep opposition off the offensive boards. With Miami at the house, look for them to control tempo and instill their defense-first attitude. Under the projected total is our full-game total pick. Utah Jazz versus Memphis Grizzlies. The Utah Jazz will play the back half of a back-to-back on Sunday when paying a visit to FedEx Forum to play the Memphis Grizzlies after playing in the Windy City on Saturday against the Chicago Bulls. Utah snapped a 5-game losing streak by defeating Houston Rockets 131-114 on Thursday night, with Lauri Markkanen scoring a career-high 49 points for Utah. Memphis has won 6 straight after defeating the Orlando Magic 123-115 on Thursday behind 32 points from Yamor and 31 points from Jaren Jackson Jr. Utah will play without Colin Sexton and Johnny Juzang. Danny Green is out, while Brandon Clark and Desmond Bane are questionable for Memphis. Looking at the betting trends, the Jazz are 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team above .600, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record. The Grizzlies are 36-14-1 against the spread in their last 51 home games, 19-7 against the spread in their last 26 games playing on 2 days rest, and 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 13-3 in the last 16 meetings overall, and the Jazz are 6-2-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings overall. The Jazz will be at a slight disadvantage because they will be playing their second game in 2 nights, both on the road. Memphis has won 5 straight games and 5 straight games against the spread in a row. The Grizzlies rank 9th in terms of scoring and 8th in terms of points allowed. Memphis defense allows opponents to shoot 44.3% from the field, the lowest in the NBA. Utah has struggled on defense, allowing an average of 116.5 points per game, ranking 22nd, and opponents shooting 48.4%, ranking 26th. The Jazz are missing two of their backcourt players due to injuries, Colin Sexton and Johnny Juzang, which makes the backcourt rotation more difficult, especially when playing on 2 consecutive nights. The Utah Jazz are starting to show signs of returning to the team many thought they would be, and being on the end of a back-to-back doesn't help. The Memphis Grizzlies are one of the best home teams in the league, where they win by an average of 12 points and shoot 47.5% from the field. The Jazz have also failed to cover the spread in 4 of the last 6, so the Memphis Grizzlies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Memphis defense will dictate this matchup, as the Grizzlies are 8th in points allowed and 1st in field goal percentage allowed. The total has finished under in 7 of the last 9 games overall for Memphis. Memphis has seen the total finish under in each of the last 2 played on its home court. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Timberwolves versus Houston Rockets. The Minnesota Timberwolves will travel to the great state of Texas to take on the Houston Rockets in Western Conference action. Minnesota comes into the matchup with 3 straight wins as it tries to crawl back into the playoff picture. The Rockets, meanwhile, are in last place in the conference and have lost 6 straight games. Looking at the betting trends, the Timberwolves are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 road games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following a win. The Rockets are 2-5-1 against the spread in their last 8 home games, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games following a loss, and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. Head-to-head, the Timberwolves are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Timberwolves could be shorthanded once again as Naz Reid, Anthony Edwards, and Bryn Forbes are all questionable, while the Rockets don't have a single player listed on the injury report, which is a real rarity these days. Houston has been arguably the worst team in the NBA this season, coming in with an ugly 10-29 record and looking towards having a top 3 pick in next year's draft. The Timberwolves played an efficient game against the short-handed Clippers Friday, a 128-115 home win. Rudy Gobert had 25 points and 21 rebounds, and D'Angelo Russell also scored 25. Minnesota shot 56.8% from the field and scored 62 points in the paint, and will have the same success against the tanking Rockets. Unfortunately, Anthony Edwards went down with an injury and did not return last game, so consider him doubtful to suit up. Regardless, the Timberwolves have more than enough inside to dominate the game. I don't trust the Minnesota Timberwolves as much as the next guy, but this is a game they should win and the line is soft. The Houston Rockets look more and more like a team that's tanking, and they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 14 points while shooting under 43% from the field. If the Timberwolves are serious about being a playoff contender or whatever, these are games they can't lose. The Timberwolves come into this one as the team in better shape, and they will be full of confidence after outlasting the Clippers in their last outing. So the Minnesota Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Minnesota ranks 5th in pace of play entering this contest against the 10-win Rockets. The dismal season for the Houston Rockets resumed Thursday night as they were dominated 131-114 by the visiting Utah Jazz. They let Lauri Markkanen score a career-high 49 points. They ranked 28th in defensive rating and ranked bottom 10 in opponent 3-point field goal percentage. Ezion Tate had 11 points in his return after missing 31 games with right ankle soreness. They have enough juice on offense, but simply cannot stop many teams. The total number has gone over in 4 of 6 meetings between these two clubs heading in different directions. Minnesota has won 3 straight and looking to climb back toward the .500 mark. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.